The lights of the arena flickered like distant stars as the world waited for the next giant to rise. The stage of bodybuilding had seen many warriors, many titans, many stories of blood and sacrifice, but in the heart of 2025, a new storm was forming, a storm sculpted in discipline, molded in struggle, and driven by a hunger that refused to die. This was the rise of Samson Dauda, the Nigerian lion, the man whose presence could make the crowd go silent before erupting into thunder. Before the spotlight found him, before the cameras learned his angles, there was just a boy with a dream so heavy it could have crushed him. A boy who stared at the walls of his small room and imagined a world far bigger than his circumstances. He dreamed of stages he had never seen, of trophies he had never touched, of muscles carved out of iron and fire. He dreamed loud enough to silence every voice that told him he wasn't meant for greatness. Samson wasn't born with privilege. He wasn't handed opportunities. He built them, through calloused hands, long nights, and days that broke him again and again. The gym became his battlefield, the weights his enemies, and the mirror his harshest critic. Every rep was a promise. Every drop of sweat was a declaration. And every failure was fuel. People didn't see the mornings when he couldn't stand straight because his legs were too blasted from yesterday's squat session. They didn't see the meals forced down when he had no appetite, or the nights he lay awake wondering if he was enough. What the world saw was the result: massive shoulders, a towering frame, legs like tree trunks, a back wide enough to block sunlight. They saw a monster. But Samson saw something else, a man still far from what he knew he could be. His journey wasn't a straight line. No hero's story ever is. There were shows he didn't win. Prep cycles that pushed him to the edge. Critics who called him too bulky, too aesthetic, too slow to peak. Voices that tried to drown out his fire. But Samson never responded with anger. He responded with work. Quiet, relentless, merciless work. He trained like each session was his last chance to rewrite his destiny. The clang of weights echoed like battle drums. His breath, heavy and controlled, sounded like the growl of a lion preparing to strike. The gym lights cast shadows across his physique, making him look like a creature carved from mountains. His posing sessions were no longer just practice, they were rehearsals for war. Then came the moment when everything changed. He stepped on the Mr. Olympia stage, not just as another competitor, but as a force the world had to take seriously. The cheers hit him like a tidal wave. The judges leaned forward. The flashlights painted his silhouette in silver. And in that moment, Samson wasn't just posing, he was telling a story. A story of survival, of sacrifice, of a dream too big to stay hidden. Every pose was a punch. Every transition was a roar. Every flex was a reminder that greatness is earned, never given. Samson's physique was unlike anything the sport had seen in years. A perfect blend of size, symmetry, fullness, and flow. His chest sat high like armor. His delts were boulders stacked on boulders. His quads looked like they had been chiseled by ancient gods. His back spread like a pair of wings ready to lift him above every obstacle he had ever faced. But it wasn't just the physique that captivated the world, it was the presence. Samson brought energy to the stage that couldn't be taught, couldn't be coached. He brought a fire that could only come from years of fighting for a dream that refused to die. And behind every victory was a path soaked in sweat and doubt. The cardio sessions at dawn. The meals eaten in silence while the world slept. The reps pushed until his vision blurred. The moments when his body begged him to stop but his heart demanded he continue. Samson didn't chase greatness. He hunted it. His story became a beacon for anyone who ever felt too small, too unseen, too broken to chase their dreams. He proved that muscle isn't built in the gym, it's built in the moments when no one is watching. Strength isn't measured by how much weight you lift, it's measured by how much pain you can carry without letting it break you. And champions aren't crowned on stage, they're crowned in the dark, in the struggle, in the silence. Today, when Samson Dauda walks into the gym, he doesn't train for applause. He trains for the boy he used to be, the boy who wanted more out of life. The boy who refused to settle. The boy who made a promise that he would one day stand among giants. And now, as the world watches him prepare for the next battle, there is only one truth: Samson is not done. The fire still burns. The hunger still grows. The journey still continues. The Nigerian lion still roars. Because legends aren't born. They are built, rep by rep, day by day, sacrifice by sacrifice. And Samson Dauda is still building.